John's in Asheville, North Carolina. Hi, John. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Better than I deserve. How can I help?
So, I'm in a situation. It's a lot of debt, and I'll just start running the numbers by you. So, I'm a first year physical therapy student. I still have 2 more years to go of schooling. I myself am in $78,000 of debt. My fiance and soon-to-be wife is in 220 through Sally Mae, 220,000, and also another 88,000 through FAFSA student loans. So, totaling all that up, it's about 400K ish.
What's she studying?
She just finished physical therapy school. She's been working now for 2 months. She just started working in June.
She spent, wait a minute, she spent $200,000
and another 88.
She spent $300,000
on a PT degree. Why?
I know, and for the longest time in our relationship, I was
bad
told
school choice. I mean, what was the deal?
No, it was a state school up in Pennsylvania, but I don't think her family has much. They have 5 kids, and I know they recently just got out of debt, to my knowledge.
Okay, so she's gotten her first job. What's she making? 80?
She's making 74 before taxes.
Yeah.
Is she gonna be doing some specialty type of PT that earns more than the average?
No.
The only thing she could do is get a travel job, which tend to pay closer to, if you would extrapolate it out, closer to 100K a year, 90 to 100K a year.
Mm-hmm.
However, with me being in school in Asheville for the next 2 years approximately.
When are you getting married?
We're getting married in December.
Good. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, the thing you do, John, is the ratio you're looking at is, and this is this reason we ask these questions every time, is if you get out, you're making 75, she's making 75, that's 150, and you're going to have 400. So that's the shovel to hole ratio, we always call it. In other words, your shovel's your income, the hole is 400, right?
Right.
Okay. So how quick do you pay off 400 making 150? Well, if you live on 50 and you put 100, 4 years, right? That's how we do it. I mean, that's how we run the math. It's just big numbers like that. Because we always want to assume you live on nothing and you put everything. I mean, if you could live on 30 and put 120, it cuts it down by a few months, But, and you pick up some OT, which both of you can do. Pick up some emergency room, and anything else you can pick up that's not travel.
Right.
But she can make another 20 working OT, working some overtime for somebody. It's available, and
it can be done.
And then you just plow your way through it. I mean, if both of you make 90 instead of making 75, or both of you make 95 instead of making 75 when you get out, then that's how you're going to plow through it. But it's going to be because you're not getting out for another 18 months after marriage or so. It's going to be a long slog. I mean, y'all got a 3-4 year, at least 4 year program of no life. Don't talk about buying a house. Don't talk about going on vacation. All I want you to talk about is how much you're going to work and how little you're going to spend. Because the more of that you do, the faster you get out, and the higher the probability is that you do get out. Because otherwise, you're going to look up 20 years from now, and you're still going to be sitting on that egg trying to hatch it.
And that's my biggest takeaway for you, John. Don't let the magnitude of this cause you to not start, because the time's going to pass anyway, and you're going to look up in 5 years. And 5 years from now or 4 years from now, you're either going to look up and this is going to be a gone thing of the past, debt that you used to know, or you're going to be smack dab right in the middle of it, and some of it will have gone up. Do you see what I'm saying?
You got to take everything you can get on income and cut every expense you can cut on outgo. And, I mean, we're talking beans and rice and beans, ramen noodles, tuna fishes for broke people. I mean, this is what you're broke people. That's what you're getting into. It's what you're signing up for. And both of you have signed up for it. So,
yeah.
And I wouldn't tell you to do anything other than that. I mean, get married in December and then start working it as hard as you can work it. And, you know.
Who's paying for the wedding?
We collectively as a couple are going to pay probably a little under 10 grand. And then both families have agreed to pay approximately 10 grand each.
Okay.
That's a nice wedding.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is. And no, you're not going in debt for it, so that's good.
Yeah, no more debt. And don't tell me you got to buy a car, and don't tell me you got to buy a house. You're broke people with lots of degrees.
Yep.
And you got to clean the mess up, man. I mean, you got to re-identify yourself in your mind and go, okay, I got to clean this up. I got to clean this up. I got to clean this up. And you just get in that mode, and you can do it. You can do it. People do it all the time. Jade did it. You paid off again.
And it took me longer than you, John. So you can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, but you started with a lot less income.
That's what I'm saying.
At the beginning of it, but y'all paid off $460 something, almost $500.
Yeah, that's right.
Total, of which almost $300 was student loans.
That's right. So. It can be done. It's a slog, but put those milestones in there, build it in. Once we pay off this amount, we're going to do this thing. Once we pay off this amount, we're going to do this thing. It's not enough to get yourself off track, but you have to celebrate those milestones, especially when you're in it for more than 2-3 years. You've got to keep yourself motivated by doing that.
And if it makes you feel better, you can be one of those idiots that posts on the internet, Dave Ramsey won't let me have a life.
I've seen some of those, Dave.
Because it's not Dave Ramsey. It's you.
Yeah.
You get to decide. I'm not going to do it. Dave Ramsey just told you how to get out.
That's
Jade
right.
just told you how to get out. You could actually post, Jade told me I can't have a life.
No. It's till Dave do us part, not till Jade do us part.
Well, come on. You can throw me under the bus. You're going to leave me by myself on the mean internet memes.
I don't know, Dave. I don't know if I can handle it.
I think you ought to I think they ought to, come on, you guys, put it out there. Jade made me do it. Jade ruined my life.
Is this because you didn't get the slash Jade? The slash
Dave? You know what? I'm still bitter. You're right. You're bringing up stuff from 5 weeks ago, but I'm still bitter. But yeah, the thing is, I didn't ruin anybody's life. I just told you to go ruin your own life so you could get your life back because you sold it to Sally Mae. You sold your butt to Sally Mae. You signed the deed to your butt, and you handed your deeded butt over to Sally Mae, and now you got to get your butt out of hock.
Yeah.
And that's what it amounts to. And it's a pain in the butt to do it.
It's not easy.
A lot of butts going on here.
A lot, yeah. You put them in there, but it's not. The point is, there's nothing easy about this. You can try to look for a loophole or an easier way out, but when you've got this kind of debt, you have to sacrifice to win. There's no two ways about it.
And the weird thing, guys, for everybody out there, John included, congratulations on the December wedding. We just signed you up for hell. Not the marriage, but the process of getting out of debt there afterwards. But yeah, for everybody, John included, the interesting thing is what happens inside of your spirit while you're fighting through this.
Bingo. Jade
and Sam are a power couple to be reckoned with. They probably would have become that anyway, but they became that more so by fighting this fight. The transformation and the calluses that happen in your character that cause you to be able to hold your breath, grit your teeth, and push through hell and get it cleaned up, set the stage for you to be able to tackle anything after that.
Yeah, you can't get between us. And at this point, there's nothing you can tell me that I'm going to go, I don't know if I can do that. It just builds this muscle of belief.
Yeah.
It's like when a woman has a baby. You can't tell her nothing after that. It's like, I can do anything. And it's the same way when you pay off this debt. You can't tell anybody nothing after they pay off $460,000 of debt.
Exactly. And that's what it's going to do. But the force that causes that piece of coal to become a diamond is this extreme sacrifice in a short period of time. And it causes not only the debt to go away, but a wonderful permanent change in your relationships and in your life. That's the beauty of it. So embrace the suck, man. Lean into it.